I'm thrilled. I'm delighted that we've created something that's going to way outlast all of us and will be here for a very long time for the community and others to enjoy.
I love coming down here and sitting on the point.
The Pines waterfront along Chase Creek, pretty much a natural environment for the most part. Very little of it has been altered from the earliest part of this century when the Pines was originally developed.
There was not one day between the ages of 14 and 16 that I didn't walk down here in the summer with my fishing pole crab net over my shoulder. Never went home without a bushel of crabs or a string of white perch.
But we had lost shoreline in this area due to the bulkheading that was done in the 50s and 60s that essentially wiped out that interface between the water and land.
So the community really had less access to this part of its property.
The two adjacent property owners were concerned about the security of their homes, certainly, and so we decided we needed to investigate the options that we had.
The people wanting to do this and making it happen in everything from raising money to digging holes and putting plants in the ground.
The design that we came up with was pretty much of a cutting-edge version of a living shoreline, as light and soft as possible.
A scalloped shoreline like this that makes use of everything from sand to large boulders, plus grasses. That's high, strong habitat value.
I think it's exciting to think about various habitat being kind of brought back.
Immediately, visibly, environmentally, we've had lots of wildlife suddenly show up down here.
This kind of construction is going to attract grass shrimp, 3, 4, 5 species of small minnows, habitat for small crabs to slough their shells. And that's going to mean that baby rockfish, baby white perch, baby menhaden grow up in here.
I think we were extraordinarily lucky in our partners, both the Severn Riverkeeper program, but also with Underwood and Associates, particularly with DNR. Kevin Smith came down as one of the very first people to take a look at the site, come to our initial community meetings and explain. That made an enormous difference.
I've been working on bay-related issues for 30 years, and the best thing that's happened in those 30 years are groups really doing real work and really doing substantial investment in their creek.
So I knew we were really going to expand the amount of community property, the amount of access that we would have, and be able to use the area in ways that just had been impossible before.
This is a really effective way to turn the health of this river around and to make it an even more valuable resource than it is now.
It's been a project that, unlike anything else I've worked on in this community, just engendered so much enthusiasm and how much activity we see down here now.
Every waterfront community needs to think about living shorelines as a responsibility.
From an ecological standpoint, it's going to get better and better and better. Watch it age.
It's just been stunning to see how wonderful.